Hey everyone, Trina here. One of the questions that I am constantly asked is, what is the best email marketing platform to use for your business? Now, this isn't an easy question for me to answer because the answer always depends on the person and how they're going to be using that email marketing service. Picking just one platform to recommend to everybody goes against everything in my being, because different platforms are going to be good at different things and they're going to be more right for different people. Now, a lot of marketers do have a favorite platform that they recommend all the time, and I can only assume that this is because they either have limited experience with other platforms or because they get a hefty kickback through affiliate links. Now, affiliate links aren't inherently bad. I have several affiliate links for different email marketing platforms myself, but to only recommend that particular platform does your client a little bit of a disservice, because not all platforms are created equal and not all platforms are right for everybody. They all have their benefits and some have more disadvantages than they're worth. So how do you choose the best email marketing and automation platform for your business? Let's take a look at a couple of the different ways that you can really determine if a platform is right for you. Okay, so before you start shopping, you really need to understand your goals. You need to know what you want to be doing with your email marketing. How often are you going to be sending emails out? What are you going to be sending? Who is going to be on your list? How many people? How many people do you want that to grow to? How are they going to get on your list? And what do you need your email marketing to integrate with? What other services do you want to be using your email marketing with? Knowing these things ahead of time is going to help you save a lot of time and hassle down the road, because believe me, switching an email marketing program is ridiculously time consuming, and it's awful. You don't want to be doing it just because you picked the wrong platform. So I'm going to teach you a few things to look out for when you're choosing one, so you can choose one that's right for you. You also need to understand who's going to be using the platform. If you're going to be using it, or you're going to be outsourcing, you want to make sure that whoever is going to be using the platform is going to be comfortable in the platform. Some platforms are ridiculously easy and intuitive. They're just drag and drop. Other platforms are hugely complicated and you almost need a degree in engineering to figure them out. So there's a huge learning curve there. So if you're not tech savvy, you want to be avoiding those particular platforms. So really get an understanding of the tech savviness of the person that you're going to be having do your email marketing. Now, there are some things that you want to be comparing when you're looking at these email marketing platforms. Number one is price and value. Value to you. And I don't mean monetary value. I mean the value that it brings to your business, the things that are important to you. Email marketing is an investment, as is any marketing channel. But in the beginning, it might not bring profit right away. It's going to take you some time to build out a client base through email that actually shows you some return. How much can you reasonably afford to spend on your platform? What feels most comfortable to you? Make sure you are looking at the value on top of the value on top of the monetary value. So what you're getting from it, or what you're hoping to achieve, and not just the dollar figures, because there are platforms out there that have a low dollar value that really could bring huge value. And there are platforms that have a huge dollar value that might not bring you the best return. So keep an eye on that. Number two is scalability. Now, as I said previously, switching platforms is a huge pain in the ass. So you don't want to be doing it too often. You want to be investing in a platform that is going to stick with you and grow with you for at least 2 to 3 years, if not longer. So you want to make sure that you are picking a platform that you're ready to commit to. This is a commitment. So make sure that it's going to be able to grow with you. If you have an objective of increasing to 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers, you want a program that's going to be able to do that right out of the gate. Number three is features. Not all email marketing platforms have the same features, and the features that are important to you, you want to be watching out for. Features are definitely not standard across all platforms. The next one is support and self-help options. This one is especially important if you are not very tech savvy or if you require a learning environment in a certain way. So as an example, if you require somebody to teach you in person or show you things in person so that you can ask questions, signing up for a platform that only has self-help is not going to be your best bet. You're going to run into troubles and you're going to frustrate yourself because there is no person available to help you. So if live support is important to you, you want to pick a platform that has that available. Not all platforms do. And I will go over one of the biggest ones that doesn't have that available a little bit later in this video. The next one is integrations. As I previously mentioned, you want to make sure that your email marketing is going to be able to be integrated with the other platforms that you use, like your website, your social profiles. And sadly and weirdly, not every email marketing platform integrates easily into other services. So you do want to make sure that your website and your email marketing platform easily integrate without the use of third-party integrations like Zapier. If you have to be using Zapier to integrate your email marketing with your website, that really doesn't make much sense to most people. So do make sure that the email marketing platform that you choose does integrate well with your website. The next one is ease of use. Again, if you're just starting out, you're going to want to be taking a look at some templates. And guys, don't just use the templates as your exact thing, as your exact email. You do want to be amending them and correcting them. And if you want to know why, go check out my previous video on one-size-fits-all marketing. So you do want, especially when you're starting out, you do want to be able to check out the other templates so that you can get some design ideas. Or maybe they have automation templates that you can just plug in and use. That will give you a really good start to your email marketing and automation. However, if you've been doing this for years and you can build these things on like nothing, then you may not require templates as much as somebody who's just starting out. Now, the next two may be a little bit confusing for some people, so I'm going to spend some extra time explaining them. The first one is deliverability. Okay, deliverability is your email marketing service's ability to get your emails into inboxes, not spam folders, not promotion folders, but into inboxes. Okay, and this is the biggest metric that you want to judge your email marketing platform by, because if they have a low deliverability rate, that means that the majority of your messages are going to be ending up in somebody's spam or promotion folder. Now, this information isn't going to be easy for you to find, and it's not readily available from the platforms themselves. You're going to have to do a little digging. So when you settle on an email marketing platform or a couple of different platforms, do yourself a favor and do a quick Google search on the deliverability rates for that platform. If it is anything under 85%, you probably don't want that platform, because anything under 85% means that 20% of your emails are ending up in spam. And that is not where you want to be ending up. Now, the next one is security and compliance. People very rarely understand the importance of security and compliance when it comes to email marketing. And I would like you to take a little bit of a foray into your consumer portion and not your entrepreneur portion of your body right now, because when it comes to consumers, we want to make sure that our wants and needs are being respected, especially when we are giving out our email address. So we don't want to be spammed too. We don't want our personal information just spread out around the internet. And security and compliance rules from email marketing platforms is super important for this. However, as a marketer, it can be a little bit frustrating, especially when they're super strict with how you can send, who you can send to, and what you can send. But I promise you, all of these rules are in place to protect you. So get to know them really, really well. And if the email marketing platform that you are choosing does not have ridiculously strict rules regarding security and compliance, you really don't want to be signing up for them, because if they're allowing everybody to send spam out, that affects your deliverability rates. Um, Now, I'm going to give you a list of recommended options, of recommended platforms that I have used several times. Now, I always encourage everybody to test, because just because I make you a recommendation doesn't mean that it's going to be right for you. So if you find an option that I don't recommend, go test it out. See how much you love it, because everybody is different and everybody's needs are different. So make sure that you are testing out the options before you sign up. Each one of these options, with the exclusion of some of the power options, do have a free trial period. And I'm talking 100% free. You don't have to input a credit card to experience this free trial. And it usually varies between a week and 30 days. So you have plenty of time to play around and see if this is a platform that you can invest 2 to 3 years in. And I do encourage you to do that. So we're going to start with some beginner options. And for each of the pricing that I'm going to mention here, it is a cost per month for up to 2,000 contacts. Okay. This was the most common variable that I could find in terms of contacts between all of the different platforms that I'm going to discuss here really quickly. So, when it comes to beginner options, MailChimp is a hugely popular platform where almost every email marketer starts out, because it's free. It is for up to 2,000 contacts. It is 100% free, and they do not limit you, except in very, very rare features, from a free account to a paid account. So you can do just about everything on a free account that you can do on a paid account, including e-commerce and follow-ups. Where MailChimp lacks the most, however, is in its automation. It really, really lacks in the automation because it is a relatively new feature for them. And I'm talking in the last 6 years new, whereas other platforms have been doing automation far better than MailChimp has been able to instill in their platform. Another beginner option that is hugely popular in certain crowds is Constant Contact. Now, I'm not a fan of Constant Contact. I haven't been a fan of them for many, many years, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good platform. Like, it is a good platform, and they do have a solid business strategy. So I just don't like using the platform. And it's a little bit costly for what they offer, coming in at $57 per month for 2,000 contacts. Another beginner option is Aweber. Aweber is a super versatile platform for beginners, and it comes in at just $29 for 2,000 contacts per month. Now, some advanced options, okay? The advanced options are the middle ground options that have a little bit more features, but they also have a higher price tag. So, advanced options, one of my favorite platforms to use is ActiveCampaign. Super versatile program, not exactly the easiest to figure out, but easier some others. And it's relatively cheap, coming in at $39 for 2,000 contacts per month. However, if you don't have 2,000 contacts, you can get in touch with them and lower your account down to, I think it's as low as $7 a month. So super reasonable program, and it only starts to add up once you start getting up into 2,000 or up into like a $10,000 or 10,000 contacts, sorry. A couple of more advanced options would be Drip, coming in at $49 per month for 2,000 contacts. And MailerLite, coming in at $15 for 2,000 contacts per month. And then GetResponse. Again, I'm not a huge fan of GetResponse, but some people really, really love it, and it does have a lot of robust features. But GetResponse is $25 per month per 2,000 contacts. Now, when it comes to power options, okay, if you are just getting started, power options are not going to be your first foray into email marketing. Please don't make them be your first foray into email marketing, because I call them power options because they are super in-depth platforms that have so many features it's overwhelming. These are for the really, really serious email marketing people that are generating a profit from their email marketing and generally have at least 1,000 subscribers. If you have anything less than 1,000 subscribers, these platforms are not going to be financially, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not going to make sense financially because they come with a hefty price tag. The first one is Infusionsoft, and I have to say that Infusionsoft is probably one of my favorite platforms, and I hated working with it when I first started working with it about 6 years ago. It is this most amazing, robust platform that I have ever encountered, but it can do just about anything when it comes to email marketing and landing pages and e-commerce and CRM. It's all built into one platform. Where it lacks, though, is in design. They focus really heavily on the features and the tools rather than design capabilities. So you're really limited in your design, in the designing. And it does kind of feel a little bit outdated when it comes to the design, but they are kind of picking up a little bit. And they've just done a huge rebrand. So there's a hope that maybe they've incorporated some more design schemes in there. Another power option here is HubSpot. HubSpot is an amazing resource. Now, they have a ton of free tools, and they also have a ton of free education that you can go in and log into the HubSpot Academy, and you can learn just about anything you want to learn about email marketing, about marketing in general, social marketing, all sorts of different things. But their email marketing platform and their CRM does come with a significant cost. And it comes with a huge learning curve as well. So if you're not very tech savvy, HubSpot probably isn't going to be the one for you to use. But it comes in at $70 for 2,000 contacts a month. And if you compare that to, say, Constant Contact, a beginner option, HubSpot is going to be your better bet financially than Constant Contact. And for the final power option is Ontraport. Ontraport comes in at $147 for 2,000 contacts per month. And again, they have a very, very robust platform with a ton of features and capabilities. They are lacking, again, in some capabilities, and especially browsers. This is one thing that I noticed that was really, really strange when I'm working in Ontraport, is that they give you landing pages that you can make, but they don't always show up correctly in every browser. Now, the majority of the internet uses Firefox, Chrome, Safari. When it comes to Ontraport, Firefox, these websites look great. Chrome, they look broken and like ugly pieces of shit from 1995. So they could use some work on that. Maybe they've changed it since I last took a peek. I don't know. But as of right now, that's my knowledge. So now with these power options, they are the exception to the trial run rules. Because they are a more in-depth platform, they require you to go through a dedicated salesperson to give you a demo. You may or may not be able to actually plug in your own information and try the program out without paying. But do get in touch with them, because if that is something that you are considering, they are a worthwhile option. But just know that you're going to have to go through a salesman before you can actually get to the program. But that it does have its own benefits, because then you can ask your own questions, right? Now, I have packaged up this entire video into a printable PDF document with a worksheet so you can figure out the best platform for you. It's also got all of the clickable links to these different, to my different recommendations. And then very, very soon, I'm going to be releasing a new series of tutorials where I am going to walk you through each and every one of these platforms, right from setup, creating your templates, sending your first email, and checking out your metrics to see where you can spend some time tweaking. And the absolute best part of this tutorial series is that I'm going to be giving them to you for free. Like, I'm not even going to make you sign up for them. I'm going to be hosting them on my website, on my YouTube channel, and on my Facebook page. So I do want you to make sure that you are following along so that you're not missing this information, so that these tutorials are going to help you see the platforms without you actually diving in, and see how easy or complicated they are, because I'm not going to do any prep work, and some of these platforms I haven't set up for years. So you're going to follow along with me as I'm doing it, and I'm going to show you how to do it and how to find the information. So do keep an eye on that, because I will be releasing those videos one at a time starting next week. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.